Hey guys, it's me, Cassidy Quinn, or today should we say Cassidy Quinn, and I don't know the cat version of your name, Destiny Johnson.
I don't get one.
Do you have like a cat spirit animal?
I'm allergic to cats.
Me too! And I only realized this recently, and that's why I don't really do videos about cats except for when they're on the movie screen.
Yeah, but we don't have to be allergic or not allergic to cats to enjoy the musical festivities or not enjoy. We're gonna see.
Exactly. We may be allergic to actual animal cats, but we are not allergic to musical theater. You are like me, you've loved musicals. Like,
I do.
You're a musical nerd.
And I saw cats so many times as a child because when you're a kid, cats dancing around on stage is like amazing.
Right. Because, I mean, who doesn't want to just like dance around as an animal? Except I was thinking about this today, why is there not a dogs musical?
Let's make it.
We could do
After we get out of cats, maybe we'll be so inspired that we will make dogs a musical. We don't even need costumes, you can just use that Snapchat filter.
That's so, I was thinking, isn't there a cat one?
Yes, there is.
I was thinking we should like do a, we'll get there, we could do an Instagram or Snapchat, whatever it is. So tonight, we're outside the movie theater because we get to see Cats, the musical, the movie, which comes out this Friday in theaters, and we get to see a little press screening. And the other movies we've seen together, or one we've saw, did we see one movie? The other movie we've seen together was a Marvel movie.
Yes. I saw Spider-Man Far From Home, and boy am I glad that I'm no longer an awkward teenager and definitely a well-adjusted, not at all awkward adult.
Okay. Hey guys, okay, so I'm here with Destiny. A date with Destiny, as I would like to think of it.
Never
We're
heard that
outside,
before.
and so I feel like Cats is kind of like the Marvel for people that aren't into superheroes.
You know,
like the musical people.
I buy that. There should be action-packed.
Yes.
There's an attractive cast of stars.
So you loved the musical back when you were a kid?
I did, yeah. And then when you're an adult, you're like, this is maybe a little weird.
See, I only saw it, I think, when I was in high school, and I only saw it once, and I was a little bit confused. I enjoyed the characters, I enjoyed the costumes, because that was great, took a lot of effort, obviously, but I don't know if I liked it as other musicals, maybe just because I couldn't relate to the cats like I could to humans, and I wasn't sure if there was a plot, and maybe that was just on me. Like, is there a plot of Cats?
Yeah, it's like about class stratification and like ascending to be better.
Wow. I don't think I was smart enough.
But mostly, I told you this on internet, my sexual awakening was definitely Rum Tum Tugger, who is played by Idris Elba in this movie, so I'm ready to be very confused about my life.
Very sexually awoken.
What are your thoughts, like, based off the trailer and stuff?
The trailer, I was not as shocked as many people on the internet were.
That's right, yeah.
And I guess that's just because, like, what would you think if they're making Cats the musical into a movie with celebrities in it? What else would it look like?
I don't know. I had the VHS of the musical that I watched a lot as a kid, even though I had gone to see it like live a few times. And it was like people dressed up. It wasn't like the CGI creates like a weird uncanny valley sort of situation in my mind. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be really weird. The moment in the trailer where the cat, which is the magical Mr. Mistopheles, played by what's his name, James Cordon, when he bumps another cat with his belly, that was like a little too much for me. So we're gonna.
I love James Corden so much, though.
Yes.
So I feel like I will enjoy his character. Do you think they'll totally change the plot? Like, will they add more of a like romance, comedy, more kind of Hollywood movie plot to bring it to the big screen?
Probably, because they probably want kids to see this, so they're probably going to make it a little more like cut and dry, so it's not like confusing for people who are coming to see the movie. You know, people who maybe aren't so like used to like the narrative in a musical, which is kind of disjointed. Yeah,
and sometimes you like have to listen to the songs, but then you just get into the singing and dancing.
Right.
Do you think there will be as many? I feel like I was watching a bunch of Cats the musical on YouTube earlier today to prepare for this evening, because I was like, I haven't seen this in so long, what was the plot? And then I still couldn't really figure it out. But there's a lot of just like music with dancing. Do you think there'll be as many dance numbers in the movie
I hope
version?
so. That's what makes it good.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to be a good movie, or like a movie that you enjoy but don't tell people about? Because that's what I think. I think it's going to be one of those movies that I like secretly enjoy, because I know Cats is like not a great musical in terms of people who like musicals, you know, they'll like shame you for it. So it's like one of those like secret things. I'm like, I like musicals, but like I don't tell people I like Cats. So like, am I gonna like this movie but like it in secret?
Yeah, perhaps.
Guilty pleasure.
It might be one of those that I go listen to the soundtrack and get all the songs stuck in my head and like memorize all the lyrics and then only talk to you about it at our desk. Like, what's happening? Hey, which song do you have stuck in your head today? I feel like at the end we should rate it in cat heart eye emojis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perhaps.
Give it a positive review.
So great. And questions we want to answer. I feel like, who's our favorite cat? Who's the sexiest cat? Who's the creepiest cat?
Know who the sexiest cat is. Actually, is it Taylor Swift or is it Idris Elba?
Right, I know.
Gotta find out.
Could have multiple sexual
What a
awakenings.
weird thing that I'm doing this evening.
Okay, should we go see the movie?
Yes. I'm cold.
I know, we need to go put our fur coats on.
I'll talk to his brother.
I know.
Probably because there's not the risk of spoiling, like the risk of a Marvel situation.
That's a good
Well,
point.
I think it's perfectly fair to ask him. If he
Well,
doesn't
of
have
course
the
it is.
information,
He's
how
not
the hell is he supposed to
lying.
pay
Say,
you?
you know,
Focus.
Probably not helping.
Oh my god. There we go. Okay, we came out of the movie and we've been transformed into cats. Who knew? We were prepared the whole time. Oh my gosh. There was a lot of cat noises.
Yeah.
So we just came out of the movie. I was so thoroughly entertained the entire time.
Same, actually. I really expected this movie to be, like, bad. Here's the thing, and I was saying this to Cassidy earlier, is that, like, I had a few, like, really self-aware moments where I was like, what am I watching? But if you put that aside, it was truly, like, very fun.
My self-aware moments were when I realized that my face was telling all of the emotions of that scene or how I was feeling about that scene. I'd be like smiling, and then I'd check in with myself and think, what are you doing? Like, you're in a movie theater. But yeah, that was really entertaining. It totally was the musical. Like, they didn't, we were talking earlier, were they gonna add some more plot and drama and like talking dialogue to it, but they didn't. It seemed like it was just the music.
Nope. So if you don't like musicals, it's maybe not the movie for you. I also feel shocked because I have such memories, like I said, of the musical, watching it a lot as a kid, and I really thought that Idris Elba was going to be Rum Tum Tugger. I was wrong, so now I have to deal with my feelings about being attracted to McCavity the cat. That's fine. Also, I thought that James Corden was going to be the Magical Mr. Mistopheles, which is my favorite musical number, but it wasn't. But it was still very magical and lovely. I don't know, I really liked it. Like, I feel like kind of dumb being like, it was a good movie, go see it, but also like, maybe go see it if you like musicals.
Yes, I know. When Jason Derulo came out as Rum Tum Tugger, did you have another like sexual awakening, same kind of feelings, or no? Just towards Idris?
Just Idris. I'm sorry, Jason Derulo. I know you're probably deeply offended by that. I really wanted him to pop out of the cat door and be like, Jason Derulo.
I wanted him to go, Jason Jason Perulo. Like purr, get like the purr in there.
That's good. That's a good one. So, what's your positive review? How many cat faces out of 5 cat faces?
Honestly, I think 5 cat faces with the hard eyes because I was so entertained. That was so fun.
I was too. I really was. Like, if you like the musical, you will like this movie. If you're not into musicals, it might be a little bit of a hard sell for you because it was, like Cassie said, it was literally just the musical. And so for me, the only downside, I'm gonna give it like 4.5 cat faces.
Okay.
The only downside for me is like seeing it on stage, you're so overwhelmed by like the talent of all the people and like seeing the scenes change. Like, that's so cool to see. Like, you know, I had the VHS, but I also, you know, saw it in person on stage. So like seeing that kind of stuff, you know, I'm sure they were doing all those dance moves and like there was like a tap dancing cat and I'm sure the actor was actually tap dancing, but it was kind of hard to tell because it was so CGI, but it was still very impressive and fun.
Yeah, there were a few times where I'd see them dancing and then part of it kind of seemed like the special effects, like they would kind of float up too gracefully or too quickly or something. But I was pleasantly surprised that there were like the huge full cast dance numbers like you get to see on stage, and that there was a lot of dance, because I feel like a lot of movies, they kind of tone that down.
Sure, yeah, no, this was like going for the Gusto musical sort of situation. I could not stop laughing when Dame Judi Dench appeared as like a big fluffy like cat in her like giant cat jacket, and like something about her cat legs were so weird to me. not to like, I mean, whatever. She does this like break the third wall thing where she talks right into the camera at the end, and I would do anything that
As only
Dame
she
Judi Dench
could.
told me to do. So
That's how you address a cat. I will always remember how to address a cat because Dame Judi Dench told us to.
yes.
Also, if she's wearing a coat, like, is that more cat fur? I couldn't figure out the cats that had not actual clothes, but like a fur coat clothes. Like what?
Also, like, where did
where
Sir
did
Ian
that come
McKellan
from?
get his jacket, his cat jacket?
He was so adorable.
He really was. He was great. What was your favorite part? Who's your favorite cat?
I think my favorite cat. What's Rumor Wilson? What's her cat?
Oh, Rebel Wilson.
Jenny.
Jenny Any Dots.
Jenny Any Dots, I think, was my favorite, and I was kind of disappointed that she didn't get to like come back a little more towards the end with James Corden. Also loved James Corden. I think they're my favorite. Who was
They
your
were really
favorite?
funny. The Magical Mr. Mistopheles is my favorite because I love that musical number, and it gets stuck in my head even to this day. Sometimes, just like, you know, when you're like sitting quietly by yourself and then something creeps in. That's sometimes the thing that creeps into my brain.
Yes.
And it was really good. But I really liked Francesca Hayward. She's the lead cat who's in Miss Victoria. She's kind of like not really known, but she had like a beautiful voice, and she was like a very
great.
talented dancer, and so I'm sure you'll see more of her in like movies and stuff.
She definitely like made me feel an emotional connection
Yes.
to Victoria and like want to fight for her.
Cute.
The whole thing definitely gave a message of like, fight for your dreams, don't give up, and just be nice to people.
Yes.
Or cats.
Yeah.
And people. Just
And
like be
Jennifer
kind,
Hudson.
support their magic or their whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, always with the showstopper.
I mean, incredible. Like, she's just, I was telling Cassidy, Cass is like the first thing I can remember having like a very emotional response to as a child. Like, she plays, what's her name?
Grisabella.
Grisabella, that's right. Thank
The
you.
glamour cat.
The glamour cat, yes. And
Switch
she.
your arms.
Oh, okay. Sorry, am I talking too much?
No, I am too.
And she sings this like big musical number at the end, and I can remember as a kid like crying about that because she gets picked as the Jellicle cat and she goes up into the sky.
It's beautiful.
And when I was a child, I remember like that being like my first like very visceral response to some things, and she did like an incredible job. She's such a talented singer.
She was really great.
Yeah.
And really
Amazing.
into it, and I mean, as only J Huds would do.
Very true.
But that was gonna be my second choice for my favorite character on a totally opposite
Yeah.
type of character than those other guys that were there for comedic relief, and she was not.
Yes, yeah, she was definitely there for the feels.
Who was the creepiest cat, do you think, to you? Was there a creepy cat? Or like actor as the cat?
Listen, they gave Taylor Swift some cat titties that she like shimmied. Did not enjoy that process in my face.
I wasn't even sure
It's
if
not
it
her
was
fault.
actually Taylor Swift's body, but it could dance.
She's incredibly talented and she did a great job singing it, but it was just like a really weird experience for me personally. I can't wait to see like behind the scenes like photos or videos of this, because I imagine they're all just like in really tight weird green screen suits with a green screen behind them just like rubbing up on each other like
It's
really
like the
weird.
great equalizer. Like no one can be more beautiful than anyone else in a full-on
We're
green
all in
suit.
these weird green suits like pressing our faces up against each other to like mimic like intimacy of cats. Very strange.
I was pleasantly surprised. I don't know if this is a spoiler, but none of the cats like actually kissed. I was kind of worried. There were a couple moments where I was like, are they gonna make out like humans right now? But it's gonna look really weird because they're supposed to be cats, and now, yeah.
It was, I mean, sometimes you're like very aware that they're humans like cats, like they're like making meowing noises. And then sometimes when they walked around on all fours, it was weird because they were like walking on their toes, but also on their hands.
Or wearing shoes because they're dancing in the street.
Oh yeah,
Like-
Jason Derulo and another cat were wearing like Timberlands.
Yes.
It's really weird.
To me, the creepiest cat body was Idris.
It was
Because-
so velveteen.
and so just like all the same color. It really, really seemed like a cat, but also still like a human was naked. Like that one seemed like the most a naked body. You could see his abs. None of the other cats got abs, but they were
I'm
just
not
trying
mad
to
at- I'm
let
not mad at
him
it.
sexually awake some people. My cat. I'm not a cat. Can I help you? Oh my God, please.
Let me, here we go.
Thank you so much. Even though it's like kind of a serious storyline as far
Yeah.
as musical storylines
Sure.
go, but yeah, it was still funny, still very entertaining.
I'm glad I saw it, is what I'm trying to
Me
say. Which
too.
is not what I thought I was going to say after exiting this theater.
Do you think you'll go and listen to the soundtrack when it's out?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Totally. I'll jam out to it in my car. Okay, well thank you guys for watching. Give this video a thumbs up for us wearing cat ears this entire time. We're the glamour cats.
Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. I do comic stuff and movie stuff, and also like go over to Cassidy's channel and subscribe. Tonight with Cassidy, she also has her Cassidy Quinn YouTube channel. I will put links all around. Thanks for watching, and maybe go see Cats and let me know what you think about it, because I was shocked.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Should we? I feel like we need to like meow.
Here I am, several days later, sitting at my desk with no makeup on, but I want to be very clear. The Cats movie was not good. There's like some reviews going around saying like it's too horny and also terrible, and like I agree with both of those things. What I'm saying is the world is a dumpster fire, and so if you just want to enjoy some people that look like cats that are running around and singing nonsense, you should do that. And I hope that you have a great holiday and a happy new year, and I will see y'all in 2020.